I went to a job interview, more like a job meeting, but still, in Saturday. I needed some work since the exam terms are coming up, and I need to pay some stuff on the college, and I don't have them right now. So I went to see if there is something to be done there and some money to be made. I didn't know what the job was about, since the only information I knew was that it was a foreign company, and that's pretty much it. I didn't know anything else about the job, and I went there with my friend. He needed the job also, so we went together, and my expectations about that weren't that high. I expected, well, to be paid. that's that's pretty much it. um, and sorry for the stuttering and everything else. I have some work to do, and while I am recording the audio for this video, I am still doing the work. So sorry for some stuttering or whatever appears. I'm one of those persons that will do nothing for a week, wait for a week of work to pile up, and then start working. So sorry about that. Anyways, the job itself, I didn't know actually what needed to be done there, and when I arrived there, I realized it was a foreign pharmaceutical company, not the thing I'm really a fan of. So yes, the job was to be a how do they call it, a commercial not consultant, but assistant. So I would actually go to apothecaries and sell medicine to them. It's not bad as it sounds. It is just well, not that bad. The money isn't money. The money was the biggest problem. If I would sell around 100 euros of those medicines and supplements or whatever, I would get 4 euros from it. So the pay was ridiculous, as it needed actually for me to sell as much medicine as I can for the least amount of work, and I'm not really not really a fan of all of that. And not because I don't want to work. I want to work, but I'm not really the best salesperson in the world, and I even then I reluctantly said, well, maybe I could do it, but still I am not inclined to do all of that. Then again, I had other work offers, and those weren't much better than this one. So yeah. Then again, when I got there, the thing that also made me wonder a little bit why the fuck did I even come there was that I'm a pharmaceutical engineer in the future. I will be in 1 year, and one of the not just one, like 5 or 6 of the supposed medicine or supplements to thing that I needed to sell to someone was jack shit, real jack shit, as in, you know, it will help you, but only if you buy it like 50 times, and you know, there is really not a lot of anything that you could say, oh yeah, that I know that. I am excited, and I didn't know half of the supposed medicine they sold. The other half I called bullshit at the first second I heard it, because it just didn't make any sense. I was studying for that, and I didn't know what it is. So you know, it is really stupid if you well, if you anything. Shit, I lost my track. Yes. Yeah, well, I'm not a stupid man. I really can't sell anything to people that I know will hurt them or whatever. I'm not really the fan of doing stuff like that, and that was the one of the reasons I didn't want the job. The other reason was pay, not the percentage. The percentage wasn't that bad. If you know, if I could sell like 10,000 euros of merchandise a month, I would be a rich man. Not that I can, but still, the system was shit, as it forced me to work because of someone else who didn't want to work. My supposed boss was the man who I called to get to the interview or whatever to call it. The point of that company is that people can work and everything, but the money you make, your 4%, goes to you, but your boss, or how do you want to call it, also gets the 4% you worked for. So in all essence, the guy I called to get the job called around 5 or 6 other people. So technically, if we all made 4%, he would have 5 times 4%, and that is not really a small amount of money. It was actually a really big amount of money. I even heard that the most successful people who recruits new people, I think he made around 6,000 euros a month, and he didn't do jack shit. So no, nothing, absolutely fucking nothing, and that is a little bit. How could I put it? And to not sound like a communist or a socialist, but it is really shit, because you're forced to work for your 4%, but the man who you called also gets 4% for nothing, and that is really stupid if you ask me. Now I know how capitalism and everything else works, but still, I am not really a man who would say, oh yeah, take my 4% and your 20% and make 1,000 euros a month. I am all for that. I'm not for that. If I'm ready to work to sell something, okay, I have no problem with that. But at least tell me straight up that my work would affect only me or wouldn't affect me. The problem is that, oh for fuck's sake, that the fact that my work won't go to me but to the man who I called wasn't said to us until the end of the meeting, and that's pretty much well, pretty much stupid for me, because if I started work, I would work for like 10 months for 12 euros a month. And as a student, that is really, really, really not good for me, because I'm not really that. I really can't work for those small amounts of money for that long time. I just can't. It's not me personally, but you know. So I refused the job, and a week or two later I got another job. Not a, it's a it's not really a job, but more it's like part-time, since I'm a student and I can't work full-time because I would lose the right to have a quote-unquote free education. So I didn't. I only have part-time work, and that part-time work wasn't that bad. I worked 6 hours for around 10 euros. For me, that is great money, as I can rarely get that much money for 6 hours of work as a student, and a man who can be can get to the benefits of working full time. That is great for me. I didn't want anything more than that, and the work was furniture rearrangement, and well, it's not that bad. I have much worse than furniture rearrangement. Um, yeah, so the only thing I could point out now is that all of that will, I hope one day stop, since the work itself is moronic. I never could sell anything to anyone which I didn't believe in. So, you know, I could sell you pharmaceuticals if it meant some money for me, but in the long run I can't sell you pharmaceuticals that I know won't help you and would cost you a fucking fortune to make, to buy. So I hope that one day that morality will stop, but you never know. I really hope so. So I won't get this kind of jobs again. I'm not really a fan of selling shit to people, and this was actually selling shit. No pun intended. But you know, the medications were like C vitamin supplements were 80 euros a bottle. That's way too much. There are so much more cheaper variants of it that I couldn't explain. Like, there were variants of for 10 euros, but it was not made by a foreign company, it was made by a home company from Serbia. So why the fuck would I buy a vitamin C supplements for 80 euros when I could buy it for 10 and have the exact same effect? Even more, that company where I went to the job interview said, well, you can't get better from one bottle, you need to buy like 5 or 6. That's like 300 euros, and I doubt that anyone can actually afford to have that much money and spend it for shit. And yeah, I hope that will stop once. We need a law like in Germany where a doctor can't prescribe you a medication that is too expensive because it will cover it, and this shit, the state doesn't cover all this. This is like private, you buy it or you don't buy it. And I never understood why people thought that just because something is privately produced it is better. Here it doesn't matter anymore. Maybe once, but today it doesn't matter. If you buy from a private drugs manufacturer or a public, it is the same shit. Sometimes even exactly the same shit. You know, you would buy medications that were made in Serbia, but it was the same medication you would buy for 80 euros, just repacked here in Serbia, in Galenica. So I never understood people, but there is a saying in the Balkans: how much you pay, that's how much music you get. It is a paraphrasing that literally means if you pay something more, you will get more from it. That was correct some time ago, but today not very much, since you know how it goes. Once crisis hits, everything goes shit. And yeah, so that was my rant about it. I really was pissed off when I came home from meeting, and I'm still pissed off about it 5 days later. I'm still pissed off because I still can't understand how you can call people for part-time work and then say, well, you need to sell something so I could get more money. Okay, it's not a problem, but tell me now so I won't waste my time to go there. You know, it's really stupid. But then again, there are people who are desperate enough to go to companies like that and ask for jobs. So I don't know, but I know that for me that wasn't really a good thing. Anyways, if you like the video or something else, please share it, and we'll hear in another day.